What's classy if you're rich but trashy if you're poor? The most expensive thing you own is a really old car. Being on a first-name basis with a judge. Hey Judith, how's it going? You're an idiot. Sir, look at me when I miss you. Don't you? Listen here. You think you're so smart, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You're an idiot. Quote. Having other people raise your kids. Having a lawyer's business card in your wallet. God, this is so accurate. When someone I know to be poor mentions having a lawyer, I immediately wonder just how deep of shit they're in. Day drinking. Brunch. Being called Duke. Or Earl. Hey Earl. Hey, crab man. Walking around all day in a bathrobe. My uncle used to get his paper around noon in his bathrobe so his neighbors would know he just woke up and didn't have anywhere pressing to be. Living at a hotel. Now that is a good one. I have known people in both categories. Florida edit. Holy shit, thanks guys. Keeping a bottle of liquor in your office. I'm poor, but when I visit the nice parts of the city and see people day drinking everywhere, I just assume they're having brunch. Getting money from the government. This needs gilded, but I'm poor. Making your own booze. Craft liquor versus hooch shine. Having many pets. The only difference between a cat hoarder and animal rescuer is budget. Not working a real job. What do you mean being a social media coordinator for my dad's textile sales firm isn't a real job? Motherfucker, I had to do cocaine for 4 years in college for this. Edit. I feel like I should add that this post is 100% facetious. The fact that people think I'm being serious or might even know me is fucking troubling. OMG. I know a girl who is a social media marketer for her dad's plastics company that just has government contracts. That's real. Edit. The entire family actually takes a paycheck even if they don't work. As far as I know, the son is the only one who does. Good old dad told me they do that for tax reasons. Day drinking. Rich folks can have 5 mimosas at lunch and nobody bats an eye. But I bring a 40 for lunch and suddenly I'm fired, and a terrible role model for the students. Having a wedding in your yard. Eating snails. Till my cat is rich. He's got his own human servant. Cocaine. I don't know how it is in other counties, but in Scotland you have different grades of coke. You have the cash you get proper, or prop, which is 75% plus pure cocaine. Whilst if you're poor you're stuck on Kunsel, which is the lowest purity. Username checks out. Party where everyone dresses in white. I don't get that one. Scroll down. Oh. Showing up to a formal occasion in t-shirt and jeans. That's like mega rich. Most rich follow trends, but Bill Gates can show up in sweatpants and people will think he's flexing. I think this may work for any software professional, honestly. Removed. KVIIITLYN. Had a student named K8Lynn in class last fall. She was super cool with it. But apparently the state changed the rules after she was born. Imagine having a name that bad they have to change the rules after you. Congressman. Oh my god. She's such a cutie. What's her name? Dad. K8Lynn. Congressman. Rob. Remind me to make that illegal. I'm going to name my kid Pouting Face. Thanks, I hate it. Wearing vintage clothing instead of hand-me-downs. Clothes with holes in them, apparently. Substance abuse. Rich people are troubled, whereas poor people are just junkies. It's true. If rich drug addicts go to rehab, they are seeking treatment, usually for exhaustion. An asterisk, most poor drug addicts are just junkies who need to go to the clinic. Asterisk removed the word honestly. Pretty sure autocorrect threw it in there without me noticing. Having a barren house. If you're rich, it's called minimalism. If you're poor, it's not being able to afford furniture. Edit. I'd like to clarify. I don't think that sparsely decorated houses are classy or trashy. I'm just pointing out that that's the mentality I see a lot of people have. I grew up in a house where every single surface was covered in my mom's decorations and picture frames, so you're damn right I'm going to have a barren house even if I get rich. Wearing hoodies, sweats, gym wear to work. Especially in tech. I thought the popular thing among old school tech guys was dressing like a hobo. The oldest of old school tech guys, when they get really good, are indistinguishable from hermit wizards both in skills and appearance. Tangled beard stretching a foot below their wrinkled and scarred face. Clothes that haven't been washed in decades. No socks or shoes. Nails 3 inches long, for everyone younger than them. Hoodies and pajama pants are the in thing. The fabled eunuch's beard, that service you've been working on for 3 months. They wrote a Perl script indistinguishable from hieroglyphs that does the same thing in 30 minutes. Me still maintains an army of Perl scripts that perform various automated tasks dating back 15 or so years ago at least. $_ never forget. If you are weird and rich, people just call you eccentric. But if you are weird and poor, people call you crazy. Floor holler. Throws cat. Rich guy buys fast food. He's just like us. Quote. Poor guy buys fast food. He should really make better choices. Living car-free. As I discovered recently, if you're rich, you're considered a socially woke and ecologically conscious person. If you're poor, you're considered a drag on society because your life is dictated by what you can get to on a bike or via public transit. And when I'm white and relatively well educated, but I'm poor AF, so when my vehicle recently developed a structural problem that couldn't be fixed, and it had to be junked, I couldn't get a replacement. People who look like me have been striking up conversations on the bus about why I chose to live a low-carbon lifestyle. Their reactions when I tell the truth are horror and to quickly end the conversation. People who don't look like me ignore me until they hear why I'm there. Then they're much friendlier. Low-carbon lifestyle. No, I'm just broke. Low-currency lifestyle. This one is hilarious to me. Do strangers on the bus really say that shit to you? I live in a place where rich and poor alike take public transportation because traffic and parking are terrible. But no one even looks at each other, much less strike up a conversation. Edit. It's Boston. I dress like a modern-day hippie, so I attract attention from other ecologically mindful people who ask about where I'm off to and if I enjoy being able to relax and not worry about driving. If I mention I work part-time at a community center, they rave about the joy of the work-life balance that comes with part-time work. They usually shut up very quickly when I say, actually I can't drive due to a medical condition. It's really limiting for me because I can't walk very far or find my way around new places easily. If I had a car, it would take 6 minutes to drive to work. But the bus takes 50 minutes and it's exhausting. I waste all my energy and pain threshold just getting to the bus stop. I want to be able to work more because I can't really make rent right now without help. But my health doesn't allow it. Having your clothes be worn out. Not sure if Fallout 4 Bandit or Kanye West. Somewhat related. Part of my career was as a welfare caseworker. I always thought it strange that society expected middle, upper-class women to stay home and raise the kids but expected poor mothers to find a job. The problem we have where I'm from is that daycare costs more per day than what you would make full-time in a minimum wage job. So why wouldn't you live off the system? Exactly. I had clients who went to work whose daycare costs exceeded their employment income. Police escorts. 50 Shades of Grey apparently. Never read the books but saw the memes. It's only acceptable because he's rich. If he lived in a dump it would be a CSI episode. Rich people collect. Poor people hoard. I feel like all the crazy successful people drink a shit ton. Lawyers. Entrepreneurs. Doesn't seem to matter. Every lawyer I know, so 0.6, 7, maybe 10, is a drunk. All of them monsieur. I have no idea how they manage to do their jobs well. But they are successful at work. They're just always shit-faced ASAP. When the working day is done, I work at a private country club and almost all the members I know that smoke cigarettes are lawyers. Having a bunch of kids. If you're rich with a bunch of kids, I would assume Mormon. Not cleaning your own house. Filing for bankruptcy. Being really into wine. Any sort of animal print. Trying to avoid paying taxes. Historically, eating lobsters. I do not control the speed at which lobsters die. Person tipping hand medium skin tone male sign. Getting away from it all. Work from your boat. Having fake teeth. I see so many celebrities with those fake ass implants that are going to destroy their jawbones in a decade, but have a legitimate dental problem that results in missing teeth and you can't even get a job anymore. Oh, and dental insurance doesn't usually cover it either because it's considered cosmetic. Like getting to chew your food is somehow a style choice. Having a romantic or sexual relationship with a massive age gap. Not working a day in your life. Family problems. Source: Arrested Development. Having an affair if you're rich. Cheating with a side hoe if you're poor. Having an affair is middle class. The rich keep a mistress. Cheese as a meal. Biking or using public transport instead of taking your car. Goose liver. Fish eggs. Where's the goose? Where's the fish? Zoidberg? Why not? Everybody loves high monsieur. Owning a Rolex. If you're poor and sleep with your cousin, you're a redneck, but if you're rich, you're European nobility. Being a stay-at-home parent. When you're poor, you're a bad mother if you don't work to support your kids. When you're rich or middle class, you're a bad mom if you don't stay home with the kids. I feel like people would tell you you're a bad mom for something, no matter what. Mercedes. If you're rich, it's your car. If you're poor, it's your kid. Looking homeless. If you're rich and unemployed, you're a free spirit, but if you're broke and unemployed, you're a lazy bum. Example. Greater than Declan feels like a traditional job would weigh him down. He's in the prime of his youth and wants to explore the world and make connections. Greater than Chet groaned as he realized he had to go to his weekly job seekers appointment if he wanted to keep receiving his unemployment benefits. Edit. Pointing out the privilege of the rich really ruffled some feathers, huh? Stealing from the middle class. Asking for money. When you're poor, it's begging. When you're rich, it's a fundraiser. Incest. This needs to be higher up. All the old money families are inbred as fuck. British royal family has entered the chat. Nudity. Smoking. Shopping at Goodwill. This is classy if you're rich. Inner city hipsters with rich parents love this shit. My friend's an inner city rich kid and we go to Goodwill like 2 or 3 times in a month. What kind of stuff are you guys looking for? I had one friend who liked to go to Goodwill hunting for a drop-off from some old person who was in a white-collar job, but died. So the kids just dumped all his old, outdated suits and business attire off at Goodwill. He had some nice suits that definitely had an old-timey feel. Had another friend whose interest was old t-shirts that were serious at the time but now would be considered ironic or noteworthy, like some custom t-shirt a dentist had made up for marketing purposes in some small town back in 1992. Come to D'Antoni Family Dentistry for your best smile. Quote, Goodwill hunting, lol. I don't know about classy, but it's quirky or original or eccentric if you're rich. If you're broken, you shop there because you can't afford new clothes, you're trashy. Thank you for watching.